All right, here we go. It's game time, baby. ClueX 5. We got you some 2K4 Instagib action here. Already some quick shots coming up off the bat. You can. I'll give you a quick look at the teams real quick. See Complexity on the right, Extinction on the left. While we're back here, let's just take a look at this red base. Kind of a bleak looking base for you guys who are. Was it bleak or actually no, it was Gauntlet. This is like a Gauntlet base. You got your teleporters in the back. Kind of interesting to see nobody playing inside the flag room. Haven't played Instagib in 2K4 in so long. I'm kind of curious to see how these teams split up. It looks like Extinction right here, maybe opting for a left-right split. CC Soldier actually fighting his way in the base with a double kill there. He does go down, but killing spree there by Damn. We'll go ahead and go on board with him. Let's follow that red flag. I don't have my binds to go back and forth to the flag, so we're gonna have to manually. We're gonna be doing a lot of third-person view here, maybe some free cam. See Soldier fighting his way back in again. Seems to be the only attacker. Complexity that's really getting very far. Let's go see what it looks like in blue base. Just come across this relatively linear map. There's sort of multiple paths, high and low. It's kind of a wide map. Of course, classic for Instagib, that way you can block your line of sights. Causes the people chasing to have to trying to cut you off and get in front of you. So back here in blue base, looks like more or less the same setup. They kind of have two people in front of the base here. Ooh, incoming ID42 coming in that low entrance. One kill, but he's running right into a swarm as we see Impure on a killing spree now. Damn on a killing spree again. It's two red coming in, so they finally get a double kill. D is down. Oh, and both D respawn and instantly take out the offense. So the way these teams are playing, this could be a really low-scoring map. Punisher's gonna come in and get a double kill. He needs one more killer to get into that flag room. Once you grab that flag, I believe you can take those teleporters with the flag. Some maps disabled that. I think most leave it enabled. I imagine with the layout of this one, we're gonna see him. Oh, doesn't get around that corner. Hope you like that. Hope you like that default announcer voice. If anybody's got requests to change the announcer, I would totally be down. This game shipped with what, 5 different announcer packs or something like that. Oh, nice move by Punisher going up the wall right there. All right, let's switch over as we're seeing some defensive heavy action here. Maybe go back to, what do we got here? Let's go back to Damn. What is it, behind view? There we go. See it from his angle. He's actually going to be pushing up here as the blue flag is out, and so we already see now what their strategy is going to be is as soon as the flag gets out of blue base, red defense probably going to be pushing up. Trying to get that cover through mid, because of course, especially in Instagib, that with no translocator, that spawn advantage that you get from getting that flag past the halfway point is so key. So that if you trade kills, you want to have that advantage. You want to be closer to the flag off your spawn than the opponent. Right now, another killing spree by Rolly over on the other side. So we've been on board with Damn here, playing that left side defensive role. He's been pushing up a little bit more, maybe trying to put some pressure on the defense of Complexity. He's actually in their base, so Damn pushing all the way up to grab the flag. I don't know if they swapped someone back, but he's decided to take matters into his own hands, but Damn going from defense to offense there. Meanwhile, their flag is moving, not for very long, however. So maybe a little bit of extra pressure being applied here. So see a defender is kind of getting antsy, pushing forward, trying to push through that defense on the other side. Let's take a look on the other side. You have Complexity over there. And blue flag actually getting taken right out the front door. Do get a pickup here. Looking to go up top. Doesn't. Oh, he has to make that jump. You see 4 blue just waiting for him. Complexity just swarming to that spot. It's going to be tricky to get this flag out. Curious to see if they decide to stick with the same strategy. It seems like both teams' defenses are just swarming across this front like a base entrance area. Let's see the fancy sign there. But we do see a fight coming into this base. Oh, Dusik now in a killing spree. So many killing sprees by the defense. But here we go, a grab. You see Punisher coming out through that teleport. He's going to be on his way out through the left side, and blue team just swarming him. You see, comes out up top through that teleporter. Makes you a little bit, what's the word I'm looking? Makes you a little bit predictable, but does give you an opportunity to do a wall dodge and stay up top. And once you can get around this corner, you'll break that line of sight. It'll be a lot harder for the defense to catch back up to you. I feel like that's going to be the key here, is which team can get a flag carrier just around this corner, up these ramps. They might even decide to put one of their defenders pushed up to mid, and maybe see if they can get someone to defend and cover from out here and shoot those defenders in the back to clear a path. As it is right now, we're seeing attackers running in and just getting mowed down on both sides. You see multiple killing sprees on both sides by their defense. You can take a quick look at the scoreboard here. As you see blue, every time they spawn, they come out in a wave and they just fan across the map. Kind of curious to see. I haven't seen a whole lot of people taking these wide entrances. Let's fly through it real quick as both flags are at base. You can see you can kind of sneak across the side, and so it takes a couple seconds longer, but it does get you across. I don't necessarily know that you'd want to carry the flag through there, but if you're trying to get an easy route to attack the flag, that will get you across the map without getting shot on the back. Yeah, Poker, this is, it seems very similar to Gauntlet. There was even a Gauntlet LE version that we played in UT99. This kind of reminds me of that. I mean, the base is kind of similar. Definitely inspired by it, but obviously a full remake. Similar layout, but not what you would necessarily call a port. Yeah, if you guys will remember, early on in UT99, there were a ton of maps that were asymmetrical. The first November was grossly asymmetrical. Gauntlet. I think there were a couple others that were played that just had to have LE versions made just to even them out. Oh, blue flag does get returned. So that was one of the longer runs we've seen. Wasn't able to catch up to it. Let me see if I have my power up binds. Hold on, because I can go to the power up base. Okay, blue flag's taken. Let's catch up to it. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure out what I bound my my flag spectator. Oh, there we go. They do have a chance. Oh, Impure goes down. You see though, this time Extinction pushing two people up the sides. That's a defender right there. They push all the way up the side there to get in front of their flag carrier. That was a smart move. They actually grabbed the flag. He kind of danced around this structure a little bit, which will give you some time because they have to break line of sight. Causes the defense to make a guess. Waits until his cover gets out to mid, and if he had had a couple more seconds, if they made a couple more shots, might have come out free to the right side. As it is, Complexity was able to win that fight and return that flag. Yeah, we'll give you another quick look at the scoreboard to see how the scores are shaking out. But right now, we can even roll through the accuracy here. Neither flag really going very far at all right now, as the defense is just being dominant and really just sort of a swarm kind of defense by committee that we're seeing from both sides. Give you a high view of this Complexity entrance base. Excuse me, base entrance rather. Give you a quick scroll through the players so you can check their accuracies. Red flag's gonna be on the move here. If they get out of base, we'll switch over to it. See blue swarming around that right side. Actually though, Extinction pushing up. Oh, there's the kill from a distance. He goes down. Big Punisher with a double kill. Multi-kill, getting himself a killing spree. Blue flag comes out now. Red is way pushed up. Oh, blue just guesses right. They go to the left side exit. Red team was all on the right side. Maybe should have taken the other teleporter there, and both flags are back to base. Things are opening up quite a bit though, as the Complexity base absolutely getting swarmed. Once these flags get out of sync, Sometimes people can get out of position a little bit. Here we see some red attackers inside base. Soldiers over here trying to defend, holding them off. Teammates come around. Complexity, as always, swarming through that base. Their attackers just turning around and killing everything in sight. Do see Punisher back in base, though. He had an opportunity last time. He takes one-on-one with Tupa here. Oh, he goes down. What we're not seeing is 2 or 3 attackers making it across the map at the same time. So both teams doing a good job whittling down the attack before they get a chance to grab. And on the flag, just nothing happening as soon as people grab it, they're going down immediately. We do see a steady stream now, though, of Extinction players in the Complexity flag room. So they're opening things up, cracking it just a little bit. We'll give you some first-person views. See what ID42 is looking at. As he goes on this attack through the right side, fighting his way through, and oh, double kill on defense there. As you can see that flag getting returned. Red team has had their flag taken a little bit lately, but I think they maybe pushed a little bit more offense, leaving their flag kind of exposed, but nothing really happening with either flag as both teams will. We see Dam again on defense. Let's switch over. Maybe take a look at Rolly on defense. Pretty much playing the same role that Dam was. On the opposite side, he goes down. ID42 is going to be running right back into him, though, with that spawn in base. Taken, there you go. You see the double kill there. New Extinction, though, rushing through the base. We're going to see what Rolly can do. You see him going down again. And it's those spawns, so brutal, spawning right on top of the flag. Makes it so hard to get that flag outside of base. Deucing now with the double kill getting in there. If he can take out Rolly one more time, he will have a grab and an opportunity to get somewhere. Deucing still killing him. Makes time for his teammates to get there. Punisher is still going to be in there. They both go down. So we saw from Rolly there what it looks like when the other team makes it into the base. You've got a couple chances here with those respawns. So it's definitely not a map where if you go down once, you're definitely giving up a cap. Rolly showing off some more map movement right there. Interesting that both sides are all dodge ramps. So you can get a couple different angles there if you're trying to take people out unexpectedly. Both flags out, actually probably for the first time all game. Red flag still on the move. Let's see if we can catch up to it as blue is pretty much all in their base. Oh, red flag coming into the base. Blue's all over it. Sneaking in. They've got the numbers big time back onto the flag stand. There's your first cap. That'll break the tie, and that may open things up a little bit. An excellent flag run there as really most of the Complexity defense was still hovering around their base doing their thing. So able to just get the 2 offensive players to get that flag back to the front of their base. And suddenly things are a little bit more loose. Both teams are going to have to be a little more careful. You know, with having the lead, huge advantage for complexity, obviously. But now Extinction's going to have to push a little bit more risky, attack. They have to be have more players forward because they're running out of time here. Let's see if we can find Dusik. He's been one of their primary attackers. Give his perspective on things as he's down to just under 6 minutes to try to get in there and get this flag moving again. And of course, once the red team has to open things up and push forward a little more, that's going to give blue a chance to grab their flag because they can't be swarming their base as much when they've only got 1 or 2 people there. And when Shock's saying, okay, that was apparently the very first time EX has given up a cap all cup. And again, that was with 2 of Complexity's attackers. They didn't really have a full complement of cover there, so great attack right there. We saw their defense already in position, just waiting to get that pickup and cap that one in. So pretty textbook run there. Oh, you see the multi-kill by Dusik trying to clear a path for Punisher. They are getting things rolling a little bit, but not able to put anything together. Still plenty of time left, though, if they're only down one. Oh, nice move there. You see, getting a little bit unpredictable with this movement, spawning right back in mid. So Dusik now will have a chance to get in here with his teammates. Oh, just defense absolutely surrounding him from Complexity, though. And Complexity not really playing any more defense than they were before. As I was saying, they were playing pretty defensive to begin with. Dusik now, another multi-kill. So Dusik getting absolutely more aggressive. Looks like he's going to maybe play more of a deathmatch move. You see him going on that killing spree in about 10 seconds. Just trying to clear things out, give his teammates a chance to grab. They do have that flag moving. Both flags are out. They do both go down, however, as we reach this 4-minute mark. All right, let's switch over. Who else do we have from the... let's go over to some Punisher, actually. He's going to be the other primary attacker up there that's been inside blue base. These guys are going to need to get this going. They have 3 people inside the flag. Looks like they have a 4th behind them. Flag is moving. Let's see if we can find it. You see him coming out there. Oh, going down is Damn. So it looks like they pushed one of their defenders all the way up now. And that's definitely going to make it easier for blue to get this flag moving. We do see D. Mitch grabbing it. He goes down. Punisher with the flag. And oh man, I can't even keep up with these flag grabs, but we'll try to go on board. I'm gonna see what Dam's doing now. Looks like he is in fact playing completely on offense now. Maybe gonna try to push him into that front of blue base and just deathmatch. Here we go. Damn, right back in position. Going to try to get a couple kills, loosen up the defense. Doesn't really have any teammates alive, though, to go in and grab. I want to take a look now maybe at Punisher. He's that other primary attacker that they've been having run in. He's been getting a couple grabs, but every time he leaves that base, he's got 2 or 3 people just waiting on him. Now that he's got a couple of other attackers up front trying to clear that base out, we'll see if he can get anything going. Only 2.5 minutes to go. It might actually be time to put 1 person back on the flag and push 4 offense. They might actually have been doing that. We've seen Dam go in a couple runs. And on a longer map like this, we might even see them do a rotation where you basically have 1 person on D at a time, and as soon as someone dies on offense, that defender runs forward to play offense. Since you spawn back in the flag room so much, you can waste a lot of time having to run back across the map. Complexity just all over. Let's go take a look at Complexity's base. Is they're pretty much giving up on the attack at this point. Only a couple minutes left to play. So an overview of their base is going to show you pretty much everything going on. As you just see player after player getting slaughtered. They're pretty much all on defense. I think they might be running an attacker. D. Mitch has grabbed a couple times here and there. Soldier's still sort of pushing, but definitely still playing 3 heavy D. Guys like Damn, Dusik, Punisher, going to try to get in here. ID24 has been sneaking around, but they're a little bit out of sync. So he jumps in, he'll get a couple kills, but he needs to make time for his teammates. And unfortunately, they're just out of sync here, not able to come in together. And the view from the blue base is relatively calm, given that there's only a little bit of time left. There's that 1-minute warning. Red flag is moving, but Soldier's gonna have a 1-on-1. Oh, when he goes down, gets that shot from behind. Damn, able to clear things up, but en route to his maybe the last chance that they have to try to get this flag moving. So see ID24 moving in. Let's try to find someone with an opportunity to grab this flag. There's only 10 seconds left. Might be out of time here, as this one's gonna be a long flag run back to base. So. There you go. Map 1 to complexity as they pull across the first flag cap of the cup against EX. I'll flip through the players for you so you can take a look at the accuracies. What we saw before, nothing absolutely insane sticking out. So hard to really get high accuracy in Instagib since there's so many people chasing you down at all times. What's up, Dimko? Seeing Dimko in chat here, one of our regulars. If you'll notice, Dimko, you do have that shiny jewel VIP status by you in chat now. Figured, you know, if anyone deserves a VIP, it's Dimko Claus. Looks like we still got a couple. Looks like we got maybe one player left to jump in here. I don't know if there are any subs. Now, Sprint is a map that people might be a little more familiar with. This one has definitely been around for a long time. Matter of fact, I don't know where Sprinta started. It was Sprinta originally a UT99 map? I know at the very beginning of 2K4 it was definitely around. So I'm curious it had been around before then. Kind of a classic layout. While we're waiting for the players to get in here, we'll give you a quick view. I mean, this is the base. This is actually an even more simple version of this map than I remember. So a couple of ramps. You got your high, you got your low, left and right. Oh, a nice jump pad up. This version of Sprint is much more similar to Camper Crossings from the old Quake and UT remake heritage. In fact, this map, yeah, very, very reminiscent of Camper Crossings. Should be pretty easy to keep track. The calls on this map are going to be very simple for the players. You know, you get your highs, your lows, your lefts, your rights. Switching up, you know, your low, mid. So very easy for folks to keep track of where people are going. And that's actually a consideration when you're playing Instagib, because you don't have all these items around the map, right? You don't have shock to the left and link to the right and flat cannon, you know, up right here where you can just call that. So you kind of have to keep that in mind whenever you're breaking down Instagib maps. It's pretty much all directional. Sometimes teams might come up with nicknames for spots in certain areas, but yeah, there's no absolutes like there are with maps with weapons and pickups and all that. I mean, hey, we're over 50 viewers now, which I gotta be honest, for something that wasn't really promoted by me, because frankly I've been out of town a couple of days. A lot of my viewers aren't really UT2K4 players. Not bad. But feel free to invite your friends and see if we can get this party going a little bit bigger. We're about to start map 2 right now. Players alive. We're gonna start off in EX base, as they've already got blue flag moving. Dieter jumping in. He was spectating as a coach the last game, so we do see him on the run now. We'll see if he can make a difference, subbing in for his teammates. So we see these offenses for both sides just crossing each other in mid, taking pot shots at each other. Always an interesting decision to make whenever you're crossing mid. Got to decide whether to just sneak through or to actually take the shot and kind of help out your defense. Here we see, ooh, red with a good opportunity in base. Blues down a man, but they've still got 2 more just waiting. Let's see what the complexity defensive setup's going to be here. So Rolly up top, Tupi back here. So they're basically playing left and right. You see that looking right down the hallway there. Let's see if we can get go on board with one of them. There we go. Tupi in there in base. Look like he might be favoring that left side. Oh, and right as we switch to him, going down multiple times. Sorry, that'll be your caster's curse. Not the last time you'll see it this cast, I'm sure. So yeah, you can see the lines of sight here through the defender's points of view, looking right across the map, trying to just get any shots they can on anyone peeking out on the way. Perfect example right there on Solid Snake. And it looks like Complexity basically just dropping, yeah, you got Tupi and Roly playing left and right. As you see Dusick coming up top getting blasted. Promises seem to be dropping back a little bit here and there whenever the flag's in danger, but mostly playing offense. Would not shock me to see Complexity stay with sort of a 2.5 offense setup, because that worked so well for them last game. Like I say, they pulled that cap across pretty much with 3 defenders in front of their base. They've been falling back very heavily, but it worked for them last map. So I wouldn't expect to see that change at all until they need to, frankly. Solid Snake, though, coming through, getting a couple kills, clears his way to the flag stand, but kind of like what we saw last game. Extinction unable to connect multiple people into the enemy base at the same time, getting picked off, getting desynchronized. Oh, and Roly over here just hearing deaths happening all across the right side of the map. Well, let's switch over to Extinction's base and see who they've got back on D. So you see for their offense now, all taking the same path across mid. Some of that's due to the spawns. You see a couple respawns on this right side. You have that map on the run, and that's going to go down instantly. Let's take a look. You got Impure on the left side. Looks like pretty much, actually, maybe a different split. Extinction over here playing one flag D. Curious to see if they're running 4 offense or if they're just playing another defender maybe up towards mid. Yeah, so far Impure, the only one on defense right now. I don't see anyone else around the map. Maybe trying to get the jump on Complexity. They saw that they like to play extremely defensive last game. Went ahead and were able to turtle up. Of course, that is going to put them in a situation like this where their offense is across the map. They're going to have to all drop back before that flag gets to mid. See that fight up top. They're going to have just Dieter all by himself pushing up top. Never mind, he got Solid Snake below him. So Dieter, Dusick, Solid Snake in the enemy base. Streaming in. Oh, they do get that pickup. Dusick up top, moving it a little bit further. Has a teammate. Oh, he goes down. Ooh, a nice ninja grab. Maybe going to try to cherry pick, but doesn't go anywhere with it. So blue flag has been moving a bit. I'll give you a quick look at the scoreboard if I can get in there. There you go. So one player I'm curious to look at is Damn. He kind of went back and forth, sort of a flex player last map. We saw Impure more or less by himself on defense. I'm curious to see what Damn's going to be doing. We'll just take a look from his perspective. They might have him playing sort of an attacker, but a designated fallback if that flag gets moving. So you already see him, though, in enemy base. This might actually be a 4 attacker versus 3 defense setup. Oh, interesting. So yeah, when someone passes up, you see Damn falling back to base but pushing up when he can. So okay, so basically playing a swingman role is what Damn's doing. Impure's the only flag defense. See, double kill right there. Oh, 3. Complexity pushing 3 attackers into the red base for the first time this game. Not able to get anywhere with it, though. Yeah, the tricky part is you're seeing right now when you play that swing role, when you have to make those decisions of where to be, one of the hardest positions to play because you really have to avoid your downtime. If you go to the wrong way, if you choose the wrong cutoff path, all of a sudden you've got 5 to 10 seconds, especially playing in a game type without a translocator. Or if you're out of position, you can really put your team in a tough situation. Ooh, Soldier with the double kill. He's going to be running that flag. Does go down immediately, though. Let's take a look. I don't think we've seen Promises play. Looks like he's playing more of an attack role. Complexity. I say them more or less playing 3D. Oh, goes down. Didn't even get across the map. There's no opportunity here for Complexity. So D-Mitch has mostly been grabbing the flag. Looks like he might be in position for one. Oh, never mind getting pushed all the way back to base. And they see that fall back. Both teams just butting heads in mid, trying to get that flag a little bit further than mid. Once Extinction can do that, they'll have a big advantage, but haven't really been able to get much going. Actually, Dam might be... Oh, there we go. You see Red with this flag. Solid Snake picking it back up, coming back into his base. And there's the first cap to break that seal. It looks like they went out and took the low path there and were able to cover it. Deucik going on a killing spree now, following that one up.
Godlike.
Dimco. See, if anybody wondered why we call him Dimco Claws, now you know. Dimco passing him out already. Here comes Fallacy with a subscription. I think Fallacy actually subscribed to me on his own before. It might have been a Prime sub, but say they still count, but appreciate you, Dimco, and you too, Fallacy. Fallacy actually played Instagib Capture the Flag with me going back to 2002. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick look at the scoreboard here as you see these splits. I mean, really, Extinction been out fragging Complexity. Just not really getting that flag moving until just a moment ago. And what'll be interesting to see from Complexity's standpoint now is, do they push extra people in attack, or do they stick with the game plan? Because their game plan was basically going to be to slow this game down, to muck it up, and try to just manage to pull one flag across. But now that they're down one, I think we've got what there you go, just about the halfway point. Curious to find out if they change things up at all here. Actually, you see some Extinction things. Dieter going back to base. Maybe he's going to play the swingman. Maybe they're going to put Dam a little more aggressive. Imperius still playing his role as the flag defender, so not a lot changing after that flag comes across. Extinction probably going to be a little bit more eager to fall back though once that flag does get grabbed. You can see though Imperial like not having the most exciting game right now, as Complexity still playing hyper defensive. We'll give them a couple more moments here, and I mean, frankly, we're going to be spending most of our time in blue base, I feel like, for the rest of this map. Incidentally, y'all, yeah, I did, thanks to Dimco, unlock 2 more sub emotes that I'll be working on this week. Haven't had a chance to do it yet. Like I say, was out camping this weekend, just got back, so it's a thing I'm working on. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free. One thing I considered was maybe doing 2 different Knuckles with Knuckle Tats. You know, I like having sets of emotes. Alright, so taking a look at blue base, it seems like what's happening is red is able to get in here. Extinction, that is, in waves. You see Solid Snake up top. He goes down. Dieter's right behind him. Deucik on a killing spree again. So Deucik doing a great job of out-fragging Complexity, but there's just so many players constantly respawning and swarming that. It's like a hive of bees in Complexity base. That said, like we said, they're kind of running... Maybe not low on time yet, but the clock's definitely ticking. Dimco, where did all those football emotes come from anyway? Are those default? Does Twitch just have those? You can tell how much I chat in Twitch. I'm mostly talking, to be fair. Yeah, now both bases pretty much quiet. You see red flag moving a little bit. Complexity might actually, let's take a look now. You still got Rolly and Tupi on D here. It looks like Complexity might actually have been pushing a little more aggressive. And that might be pushing the fight more into mid. Let's take a look at the red base here as you see the attackers coming in up top. Of course, right as I say that, blue flag goes. D. Mitch, though, he's going to have that flag. Oh, he sneaks in. He takes the left path. He's going to be... Oh, he would have been in front of the defender. He actually goes high after killing him. Big kill there. He's going to give him a chance to double back. The defense isn't going to know exactly where he is until right now. Ooh, and there's that one kill. If he had been able to get past there, he might have been able to make it. Dieter, meanwhile, able to slide right past him, get back into base, and get that second cap. And that, I think, will open things up a lot more because Complexity looks like they have been maybe a little bit more offensive, but now they really need to push some offense, and they might have even flipped the role here. Complexity might need to go back to playing one defense in base. Meanwhile, this blue flag moving again. Let's try to catch up with it. Looks like it's going to get returned, but yeah, you see 2P for Complexity playing offense now, pretty much pushing, maybe not everyone, but definitely a lot more offense than they were before. We're going to see that flag go down. Let's go back in blue base. Looks like maybe Rolly might be playing solo defense now for these last few minutes of this game as they try to get something back across. Down 2 now. It's going to be very difficult. Well, of course, as soon as I go to the base, it gets nice and quiet. But yeah, I mean, up 2-0. I figure, you know, maybe Extinction, it's their turn to turtle up a little bit. See the back shooting happening there. 2P playing solo D, but that does mean that if Solid Snake can win a one-on-one battle here, you can get that flag moving again. Let's switch around. We saw Dieter before on offense, getting that flag moving. He's actually, yeah, going to be sneaking across that left side of the map. Perfectly happy to get some kills on his way and shoot some people in the back. Red flag moving, though. Again, you see up top, D. Mitch actually has it. Comes down to base. Oh, 2 kills in a row. Key clutch kills there as Complexity's cover was coming right up from up top. Able to get those kills, but just a split second too late after the return. So red base now suddenly under siege as Complexity's gone basically 4 offense. So Solid Snake getting his one-on-one fights in there in blue base. He's going to have a chance to get that flag moving. The question is going to be, do they get the return? That said, they haven't even really had this red flag moving. So Extinction doing a great job of locking this down. And again, this being a map where the defense is going to spawn between the flag and the other base. So in other words, grabbing this flag, even if you kill the D, they're going to get at least one more chance to kill you. So going to require a relay or one hell of a Rambo cap in order to get this one back across. So you see right there, the respawn right in front of the flag. So 3/4 of the map done, down to 5 minutes left. Complexity running out of time here. We've seen them last map. They, show that they can definitely pull things off. Let's maybe switch to D. Mitch. He's been one of their primary flag carriers. See what it looks like from his perspective. So far, pretty brutal. He's actually gonna have to fall back to try to. Oh, they actually had that flag moving on that jump pad. Nothing really happening, however. And everywhere he goes, just looking right at Extinction players. Oh, wow. Yeah, you see D-Mitch trying to actually be Dusik on a rampage now. Presumably playing more defense. So some defense on defense there. Stupid taking out, or excuse me, defense on offense with the roles reverse, I should say, is Solid Snake's gonna get this flag moving. We've seen that happen. Complexity had to fall back for that one. So even though Solid Snake doesn't really go anywhere with that flag, he does take that much more time off the clock as Complexity has to fall back to contain him. You see the view from Dam. I mean, pretty much what you would expect to see at this point is red flag does get moving. Oh, Promise is just unable to get anything going on there. Soldier's actually gonna sneak in there. Almost had that flag in his hands. Oh, there's a tough respawn right in front of Dusik. Dusik might actually be playing a disruptive role, just getting up top and shooting people as they spawn and in the back, basically just annoying the other team spawners. And right now, there you go. Yeah, see, falling back. They do have another attacker in base. No real concern there, as that flag doesn't really go more than about 20 feet. Ooh, Promise has got something going on here. He's going to go down. Do they get this pickup? Oh, goes right down, or goes down right on top of it. Does Tupi. Rolly's still back on defense, just basically having one-on-ones against Solid Snake over and over and over again. And to his credit, Rolly being on solo D hasn't given up any more caps. But looks like he's going to give up. They're pretty much pulling their goalie at this point. So under 2.5 minutes to go, the entirety of Complexity is going to be at least occasionally running on offense. Looks like Rolly may be going back and forth just depending on the situation. They're getting a little bit desperate, running real low on time. And Extinction doing exactly what Complexity was doing before. Basically playing 3 to 4 defense right in their flag room. It's going to be very difficult to get that going. So interesting to see. Oh, smart move there. That was a great shot by Rolly. So what Rolly was doing was going out to the right side, peeking across left so he could see basically 2/3 of the map. Solid Snake knew that, grabbed the flag, tried to go out high to break his line of sight. Rolly had one shot on him, was able to hit it. So now Rolly actually circling all the way back to the map. They're all the way back the map, around the map to his base, completely alone. So let's go back. Let's go take a look for these last couple minutes. We'll watch red base because this is really where something's going to need to happen if we're going to see any changes in score here. Impure still just doing his thing. Dusik doing a great job of just death matching around, pretty much just annoying people. Oh hey, you can go. Have you ever wondered what the outside of an Unreal Tournament map looks like? This is the blimp view right here. Ooh, you see D-Mitch running this flag to the left side. Oh man, if he had been able to turn that corner, he might have had a chance. Didn't have any cover waiting for him though. With that return, we're gonna take a look at Dieter. 33 seconds left. That's pretty much gonna do it. Even if they manage to pull one across, I don't think they're gonna have time to even just run across the map twice. So if anyone in Twitch chat knows, I'm not exactly sure how many maps we're gonna be playing here. This is gonna split it up. We're gonna be 1-on-1, so don't know if we're gonna have the final map coming up or if it's gonna be best of 5. There we go, and we'll cycle through players down here. I mean, you can take a look at the score. It looks like Extinction this time just massively out-fragging Complexity. I mean, Dusik with a big plus 52, Dieter with plus 30. I mean, like I say, what can you say? It looks like Extinction's offense really just out-fragged the defense for Complexity, and that was able to open things up a lot for them and pull those 2 flags across. Again, no credit to the defense as well. I mean, anytime you pitch a shutout in Instagib, certainly means you've done your job. Looks like we're going to see broken limits. As you can see, Broken Limit's a new one on me as I just downloaded it, but we'll take a look at it real quick. Looks like another very simple mid area. So you see an open base, kind of a long map with multiple routes kind of parallel to each other. Fairly classic Instagib design. Lots of room on the walls to dodge around in. I believe there's a teleporter that goes out to those which you might call sniper perches. There you go. So there's definitely a map that's had multiple versions. So it looks like both teams are going to keep their same lineup. We're going to take a quick look at the bracket here. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if we've got plans for the third place match. But you do see it on there. I'll let you guys know if it is something we're going to end up casting here. Gotcha. No, that's fair enough, Shocks. Just wanted to make sure that that we had all the info for you. So it looks like players are just about ready to go. Deuce, the last one ready. Shocks, if you're in here, so is this a best of 3 or best of 5? That's kind of what I'm looking for now, just so we know if this is the deciding map or if we still have a couple more to go. Best of 5, gotcha. All right, so we're split 1-1. Next team to win 2 will take the cup. That's right, Mikey. We're going to see at least 2 more maps, maybe 3. The way these teams are playing, too, it's been just such a small, like, narrow margin of difference between winning and losing. Would not shock me if we see a 5th game. Would not shock me if we see an overtime at some point either. So, hope everybody's got some free time. I actually have St. Patrick's Day dinner plans tonight, but that's not for a while yet. One of the advantages to being in North America. I've still got a few hours on that. Although I could use some green beer, so if anybody's got any green beer they want to send me. Did Twitch give us a St. Patrick's Day emote for green beer? Here we go. Players are readied up. Map 3 underway. Both teams taking 1. A quick double kill by Solid Snake. He's going to be on offense for Extinction, going up the middle, getting taken out from that sniper perch. See that battle in mid. Let's see where Complexity is going to be setting up their defense. They started off so defensive last game, and then in Sprinta, after giving up a cap, they had to open things up, gave up another one, and then all of a sudden they ended up playing basically 1 defense and eventually none as they pulled the goalie at the end there. Interesting to see. Okay, maybe Tupi's going to be playing base D alone. The definitely going to have a defender up high. Ooh, Solid Snake with a double kill. Oh, he's getting good position here. Deucic gets the cover. Solid Snake with the pickup. He needs one more kill. Oh, there's the defense coming right back in. Wouldn't shock me to see a defender trying to hold this high area up here because you can see both entrances. You got a little bit of cover from that pillar. Does take a while to get there, however, but it also gives you a great access to the teleporter to get a cutoff in mid. I'm gonna see a lot of fighting in mid on this map just because there's no side corridors where you can sort of sneak across the map and get through mid easily. So lots of back shooting, lots of death matching happening in mid as both teams' offenses sort of pass each other. Deucic gonna get a grab here and a kill. He's gonna go up right up top. Oh, gets the other one. Dropping down now, dancing around the defense. Rolly's in front of him. He gets another kill. Deucic out to mid. He's in great position. He has cover in front of him. Can he get to the flag? Oh, just gets the return at the last second. Goes down to his promises, and he is right there, though. Cover just a half second away from getting that pickup, and almost an early opportunity there. Getting out to mid, though. Blue flag going down again. So we're seeing this blue flag kind of getting taken in quick succession. Wouldn't surprise me if they push the defender back into their base, but pretty early on so far still. So happy so far to play this forward role. Blue flag once again. We're going to be backing up to try to catch up with this one. Does go down instantly. Looks like Promises. Can't tell if he's playing defense or if he's just pushing back. Looks like he might actually be playing front door defense. So you can see Promises. Let's see if we can get you a perspective from him. There it is. We'll give you his point of view so we can see where he's setting up for D. What's up, Capybara? So, Mikey, the whole point of green beer is that it makes your vomit green. So then it's festive. Obviously, someone hasn't celebrated St. Patrick's Day hard enough. Actually, what time is it up there? Shouldn't you be drunk already? Come on, man, you gotta get with the crowd. At the very least, you should drink some green tea. In all honesty, I'm probably more likely to drink green tea here this evening than beer. Had a long weekend. Ooh, there's another grab by Solid Snake. Oh, but Promise is spawning right behind him. That's brutal. So kind of interesting to see where Promise is playing here. Basically just trying to cut off those doorways, get as many shots on someone like Dieter there as possible before they get into the flag room. I can't really tell though. It looks like maybe Tupi might be taking that high door. I'm not actually sure what the defensive lineup here is for Complexity. And actually, as we see Tupi run right by him, they may have switched things up. So Promises might be going on offense right as we watched him. So yeah, I think we just saw a shift change. Oh, and two red streaming into that blue base. Complexity's gonna have some trouble in their base, and Promise is actually gonna fall back on that one, just to make sure they clear things up. Oh, all kinds of kills coming in there. Base did get cleaned out, it looks like. So again, Promise is maybe going back and forth between offense and defense. Let's switch out to some other players. Maybe watch someone. We do see D Mitch for Complexity. He doesn't really have any interest in defense. Looks like he's going to be attacking the flag no matter what happens. D Mitch actually grabbing the flag right now with a good chance here, and there's nobody in front of him yet. Oh, they finally see him. It might be too late. He's going to get out to mid. He's got cover waiting for him. Actually, other flag carrier right there. Both flags are down in mid. Red flag gets picked up. We're going to give you a view of that as Complexity's all over that. They're heading back into their base. He goes down. Got one more chance here. Diters are coming right into the flag. They run it head to head and this time get the return again. That's a last second return we've seen as the attack and defender both just run head to head, bonk into each other, and then both go down. So almost a cap there as Complexity gets that right into the front door of their base. Probably the closest opportunity we've had so far. There we do see promises going in high for Complexity. Maybe playing a little bit more aggressively. And one thing Complexity might be doing is picking their spots. In other words, they might be playing defensive, 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 and then when they see a lull, pushing one extra attacker just from time to time. D-Mitch going down. So everybody on Complexity getting completely rolled. We'll follow Solid Snake over the shoulder. He's going to take that teleporter into the base. But nothing really happening there. There's a capybara with the host. Appreciate you, brother. I think you're new around here. I don't know if... Yeah, the commands are pretty simple in here right now. Nothing crazy set up. We just got the brackets listed for, you know, whatever we might be streaming. Trying to find some action now, and I gotta be honest, both teams' defenses are just completely cleaning house every time the other team comes in the base. Maybe we'll watch, who do we got? I haven't watched Dam a little bit. We know he's going to be playing defense. Looks like he's playing a similar role to what we've seen the low defender on Complexity playing, basically watching that front door area. He's also bouncing over to watch that side door. There's a nice midair jump pad shot. And it's all about that line of sight. He's going to be peeking right out both of those doors. Actually, you can see all three doors from here. And at this point, all he's really doing is waiting for his offense to tell him which door to aim at.
Godlike.
DC with another sub. That's going to be your 3 months. Okay. Now you got the upgraded Seamus face. Oh, there's the mega kill. Damn, gonna have anybody else to shoot. Oh, he runs out of targets. Damn, on an absolute tear right now, but can only get so far. Oh, interesting. The respawn right in the same spot twice in a row. He's going to be behind. Oh, almost a great shot there. Trying to take out the attackers. And again, they're going to clean up the base. I'm not sure where blue flag got dropped. It might be in an awkward spot in their base. Sometimes you let it sit there just because it's harder to grab than off the flag stand. So yeah, again, seeing Dam over here. Give you a look at the scoreboard of what the actual splits are. Extinction once again out-fragging Complexity on this map. That's what we saw last time, but so far unable to pull anything across. Just about the halfway point of this map. Meanwhile, Dam over here shooting 40%. Pretty solid for Instagib right there. That's going to get you a lot of damage output. Yeah, Dracker, I mean, it's the numbers are right there. It says 39%, which is pretty high for Instagib. Instagib 25% is probably, you know, solid. Once you get into the 30-35% range, you're getting really good. 40% plus is very good. And Dam right now has been killing pretty much everything in sight. You see him playing defensively, starting to push up a little bit more. And if he can take that fragging ability, if he can keep his base clear, and then push a little further out, then he will be able to help kind of just cover his team as they get back across the map. But we haven't really seen that happen a whole lot. These flag bases haven't been getting escaped much. We've seen a few grabs, but as soon as they grab, they just go down immediately. DC, I have my suspicion that these GTA roleplay sessions that everyone thinks are improvised are not. That would be my suspicion, is that people are hired to read scripts. But, you know, what do I know? I mean, Rockstar Games could afford it. Whether or not they think that that's worth their value, and oh, we see that flag was live for a while, finally goes down. Just seeing all kinds of fighting going on in mid, and just not a lot happening in bases on this map, as both teams' defenses have been extremely solid. Right as I say that, Soldier's got this flag. Let's see if we can follow him with it. Actually, both flags live, so let's get out of here. Red flag's gonna be moving. Didn't see which direction it was going. But both go down. Yeah, both teams basically falling back as soon as that flag leaves the stand. Which means that when both flags get out, there's really nobody there to cover the flag carrier. But yeah, as far as you know, sponsoring GTA RP stuff, I don't really know. It could even just be the networks, right? I mean, a lot of these big streamers are on the same networks. Like, it's just like a TV network. They're under contract. The same agents, the same producers. All of their content, you know, is decided by the same people. Could be. Yeah, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Keeman. Haven't casted, I don't think I've casted 2K4 in, oh man, it's been years. It's been a long, I was actually genuinely worried that I wouldn't get it working. Like, I'm glad it seems to be working all right, but it's been so long. I'm actually doing a Freon tournament later on this month. You can see that listed down there under the events on my profile. I'm all about, you know, casting different games, getting different communities together. Oh, we see the hiding, the slick moves here by Promises. He's gonna take the shot. He does take the shot and gets blasted from behind. I was hoping we'd see him just let the defense run right by him and try to sneak out the door, but they saw him. That flag halo does give you away. Blue flag's not moving very far. But yeah, so like I always say, if people have an event coming up, let me know. I'm not always available. There was, I think there was a UT4 elimination tournament yesterday that I just couldn't cast. That happens. But if you've got something going on, any game type, let me know. I like to diversify. I've always thought the waving flag, I don't know if physics is the right word, but the waving flag animation in UT2K4 was always among my favorites. So just about 5 minutes to go. We're going to watch Charlotte's tank for a couple minutes, as he seems to be one of the primary flag grabbers for Extinction. He's been in the base a lot, but again, complexity with that swarming defense, and since it's a tie game, they're not really being pushed to open that up at all. Extinction definitely needs to get this flag moving if they want to try to coax complexity into opening up their base and maybe pushing one or two more attackers, but as it is, they're happy to be super conservative. Not playing 4D. I mean, they're playing probably 2.5D at the moment. A couple of kills coming in there. 2B's going to be in a one-on-one with Solid Snake. He goes down. They've got a couple of defenders down and out of position. Oh, Promises with the respawn and the double kill. I'm going to wipe that one out. Yeah, it can be really tough to attack an Instagib, especially when you get out of your rhythm and out of your pattern. In other words, when you and your teammates aren't respawning together and aren't attacking together, it can make it so much harder. Looks like Solid Snake might be changing positions, maybe sending someone else forward. You see, he's falling back to play some defense, it looks like. They would have cleared that flag. It looks like maybe he was sending Dam on offense. Yeah, Dam now looks like leaving that defensive role, going up front, putting a little bit more fragging power into that enemy, into the blue base. Try to open Complexity up a little bit. Not a bad idea. It might be the kind of thing where you put Dam in the front of Complexity base. Don't even have him grabbing the flag. Just have him deathmatching and letting someone else on your team sneak in and out with the flag.
3 minutes remain.
But under 3 minutes to go, so at this point, you got to figure whichever team can pull a single cap across is going to win. The teams can respond to that in one of two ways. They can either get super defensive and conservative, or they can pick their spot, maybe try to push 3 or 4 people forward for one big attack and see what happens. Oh, missing the mega kill opportunity was Dam. I say just a train of Extinction people chasing him back to base. Looks like Dam maybe back on defense now as Solid Snake maybe just wanted a breather, switching things up a bit. We're gonna switch over to the other defender here. Impure, see where he's playing, looks like more of the high entrances. And nothing really happening for him as, yeah, we did have that blue flag on the move, so blue's gonna be falling back. Impure, though, will probably have a wave of attackers coming in within the next 5 to 10 seconds as they make their way across that map. And almost down to a minute to go, so basically a sudden death situation at this point. We did see Dieter on a killing spree on offense. Curious to see where they're going with that. Maybe a third person view. See that flag up, Solid Snake trying to sneak around. Flag did go down, but Solid Snake with a double kill. He will have a chance to grab if he can get one more kill. There's the multi-kill. He's got the grab. One more kill could get himself sprung a little bit. Oh, and Promises instead with that return. All right, heading into overtime, it looks like. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the scoreboard. Looking very similar to that last map. Extinction out-fragging Complexity by quite a bit. But this time a tie score. Timer counting down. We are now in sudden death overtime, so told you it was going to be a close match. Cannot get any closer than this. Terminal Turbo Toilet. This is not the music from the game. This is actually music from the Unreal Tournament 99 soundtrack. I played it in the background to help fill downtime in the stream whenever nothing's really happening, especially audio-wise. Frankly, it's better than hearing my chair squeak. So I find that it helps a lot to cover up sounds like that. Sometimes Seamus, my cat, will be meowing down the hallway, and trust me, you'd rather hear the industrial electronica of Unreal Tournament than a cat meowing. Trying to find this flag now. We just saw Dusik with the pickup. Oh, he goes down immediately. We saw a train of flag runners right there. Wasn't able to relay it out of the base though. See Impure once again. Every time we peek over to one of these high defenders, they don't seem to be getting a lot of action. They're pretty much just watching that teleporter entrance. Complexity base. Again, they got 3 people back in that base. Deuce's going to have a real tough time here. Both of them dropping down on him at once. He takes that one. Ooh, Dieter comes around to take out the other. Stuck in a 2-on-1 now with Soldier and Raleigh. That's going to be hard. What we might need to see here from an attacking team is to get an attacker into the base and just kind of hide. Let the defense fall back and then let 2 more attackers come in and all jump in at once. They're going to need some numbers to push out of these bases because both teams do an excellent job bottling up the flag carriers. We've really only seen 1 or 2 legitimate cap opportunities with the flag making it past the halfway point of the map. Of course, neither team able to convert on those. Impure on a rampage now, playing that high defensive spot. Dusik hesitating just a bit. He goes into base. Nobody around. Oh, he goes down the first shot. Trying to get a peak shot on that high defender. Instead, he goes down. So both teams right now caught in a stalemate. This actually kind of reminds me, if you've ever played Quake. In fact, it was ported to 2K4 as well. The Duel and Keeps games, maybe some November games from 2K4. Certain maps could be a real tough barrier to break once you had these defenders just really dug in deep. You see 3 attackers in blue base, and they just take them out. It does open things up on the other side, but they go down as well, so really just nothing really happening. As both teams' defenders have been great at bottling up these flag carriers. Dieter's going to get in again. Soldier's taking him out. Maybe was trying to hit that teleporter up top, but of course he would be running. You see Dusik up top. There you go, running right into a defender on a killing spree now. He's going to have an easy shot on... Oh, he doesn't take the shot on Roll. He goes down. He's going to have a couple defenders taking shots at him now from below. Just going up that jump pad. Dusik now just basically death matching, trying to survive. He gets another kill. He tries to go for the flag, gets another kill. Might be on a killing spree if he can take out Promises. He's going to be out there with the flag. Finally goes down. One more respawn kill from Promises. Dusik not able to distract the defense long enough for anyone to make it up to him. That could be because his flag was moving. Let's catch up to this red flag if we can. Looks like it was also returned, so both flags moving a decent amount. Nothing really happening though as far as where they're going. Both flag carriers kind of dancing around a bit. So let's find our way over to... Who haven't we watched? Take a look at the scoreboard and decide who we want to... We haven't watched D. Mitch on his attack in a little bit. We'll see what it looks like from his perspective. Going down right there. And that's the tough thing about this map. There's not really a way to cross mid in a completely safe manner. You're gonna get shot from multiple angles no matter what you do. Especially in Instagib, it makes it so hard to get a organized attack across the map. We do see D-Mitch inside the base now. He's got a teammate with him. They take down one defender. Dam comes in to clean him out. Soldier's gonna have the flag. He's gonna go down right inside that flag room, just not making it out anywhere. See D Mitch there, she's just in that battle. Looks like Solid Snake maybe dropping back to D. It makes me wonder if they push Dam up front again, maybe to have some more fragging power. We saw them do that earlier in the match. Made a little bit of a difference. Obviously didn't get them a cap, but at this point there is a bit of fatigue setting as we are 10 minutes into overtime now. These people have played a game and a half already on this map. And Solid Snake on a rampage on defense now, so yeah, it looks like Finally going down to Rolly. Looks like both teams maybe shuffling out where some of their players are. Possibly even pushing extra people on attack. They don't want to play this stalemate forever, and frankly, we can only watch them play one map for so long, so hopefully somebody can get some aggression going. They're both attacking, like it's not like they're both playing 40, but man, they're just not getting anywhere with these flags. D-Mitch sneaking past the first defender. Getting one kill, going up, there's a second kill. Oh, he needs a third. Imp here just waiting right there as he's stuck in midair. Nothing you can do, you've got so little air control. Okay, you see him in that sniper. Interesting move. Taking the enemy's sniper to try to cut off the flag here. He's gonna be up top. Oh, that flag's gonna be inside their base. Looks like they've got a chance here. Last time it got this far, no one was able to pick it up. Finally comes through. Daido's gonna have it going back into his base. That's the teleporter jump. You see the half flag halo. He's gonna be jumping right down onto his stick, and that will finally break it. You see just how close Blue was to getting back to that flag stand. That flag was sitting right in that doorway, and we've seen that before twice earlier in the match. Flag was sitting right at the doorway. Two people jumped head to head, and the defender was able to return it right before the pickup and then die immediately after. So Extinction able to come back after being down the first map, coming back and winning 2 in a row. It's going to be cup match for them in this best of 5. Black Lilith, I'll give you a view of the scoreboard real quick. Yeah, this is I believe a UT, is it the UT Comp mod? Yeah, it's the UT Comp scoreboard. So you see in the top, you've got scores white, deaths is red, kills minus deaths is your net. That'll be the blue number. Yeah, I'll see if I can add the map score to this. I kind of had to throw together this overlay real quick. We'll just do it real simple. Extinction's got 2. Complexity's got 1. Nothing crazy. We are simple folk here. There you go. Changing UIs on the fly so you don't have to. Looks like we're going to see some Anfractuous. So for anyone here who's played some Weapons Capture the Flag or watched some of my Weapons CTF casts in the past, will be very familiar with this map. Another long open map. Oh, here we go though. Players are live. You know what? We're on board with Dusik. Let's stick with him. He's going to be one of the main attackers for Extinction pushing in. See, I'm trying to poke holes in that complexity defense early on. Actually, D-Mitch getting that flag moving. This is a very, very fast-paced map as far as grabs. It can be. I mean, this flag can get moving off the stand very easily. But it's also a map where you can cut off the flag carrier very quickly. So essentially what's going to happen is these flag carriers are going to get a kill in the defense. And unlike some of the other maps where the defense will respawn immediately right around the flag stand, defense is more or less going to be respawning further out in mid. A lot of times you'll respawn up along this left side. And then it'll be a game of figuring out which path the flag carrier is taking and trying to cut them I'll be honest, I have no idea what my FOV is in this game. FOV in 10. Well, let's watch Promises right now as he's out the door. Ooh, drops down to that pit, goes down immediately. What is the FOV command in this? Is it just FOV? Well. Oh, you can't change it in Spectator. Huh. Interesting. I guess I've never had to do that before. Both flags now on the move. We'll watch red flag. He's going to go down. Actually, both flags going down. Oh, actually, blue flag does get picked up. Try to catch up to it. Looks like nothing's down low. They're going to be... Looks like... Cover's coming up top. I don't see that flag. There it is, coming down right inside the red base. Blue's going to be trying to push up to it. There we go. Rolly sneaking right through inside the red base with the return. Clutch return there as they were already right there. Red's going to be on the run. D-Mitch, primary runner for Complexity. Seen a lot of action with him around the flag. They're both going to go down, though, and blue flag on the move yet again. So opening up this game early on. We're going to see that kill right on top of the flag stand. They do get the pickup this time, and there's going to be the first cap dam on a killing spree. I think that was maybe Dusik who captured that one. So Extinction opening this one up early. So let's go take a look in blue base. The view over here is they're going to have to decide now. Do they want to double up on the attack, or maybe just give their team a little bit more time? Rolly seems to be playing defense. We'll take a look from his perspective at the these attacks that are coming in. There you go. Scoreboard so far. You do see Dieter sitting out this time, replaced by ID42 who played the first map. There's a killing spree for Rolly on defense here. Finally goes down. Solid Snake's going to have a chance to grab there, but he's going to be running right back into him. Double kill for Solid Snake. We're going to be watching him going out the right side. He's got cover. Dusik might have a chance to get that pickup. Oh, the blue team just swarming it. Looks like blue flag might be moving as well. We may have both flags off the stick at the same time. Red's going to be returned. Blue flags moving. Solid Snake getting a couple kills, and oh, just an unfortunate respawn there right in front of him, able to take him out. Quick look at the scoreboard. I mean, Extinction one more time, just completely out-fragging Complexity. Still only a 1-0 game, though. Only about a quarter of the way into this map, so plenty of time for Complexity to come back if they can get an organized attack going. They're not going to be able to rely on their defense like they did in the first half of some of the previous maps, given that they're now down. So that first quick cap going to be huge for dictating the flow of this map. All right, let's get back and give a little bit more of an overview. I mean, you see what Dam and Impure is seeing, bouncing around. Nice, actually, coordination by Complexity on their attack. They're all three coming at the same time, and Impure and Dam just wiping them out. So 3-time synchronized attackers by Complexity. If they can keep doing that all game long, they'll be in pretty decent shape here. Red flag, you do see coming down. He's going to take... Oh, nice shot. He's taking the lift. Does have a chance. Some cover's going to be up here. Oh, they go down and a pickup. Pickup blocked by Dusik because he's going to get that return coming right up that lift. Yeah, Mikey, honestly, this is probably the only UT soundtrack I'm familiar with because I normally just turn the sound off. D-Mitch sneaking in low. Might be able to catch him pure in the back. Finally gets him. He's going to be moving out. Taking... Oh, doesn't even get around that right path. His dam is right up top waiting for him. Blue flag on the move yet again. Let's just take a look at blue base right now. Is Complexity right now has just been kind of under siege. Extinction with a array of grabs recently. Kind of a deluge, if you will. Solid Snake with another grab. Deuce6 there waiting to cover him. One thing you're noticing in this map is it's much easier to get across the map on attack without getting shot at. So you're going to have a lot more attackers coming in 2 and 3 at a time because they're not getting shot in the back and in the side constantly, unlike that last map. Ooh, jumping right in the defense there. One-on-one over the flag, and Rolly locking things down. I gotta say, Complexity's defense hasn't lost their composure. I mean, given that Complexity looks like they're playing pretty much 2D and 3 full offense now, which seemed to be out of character for them given what we saw earlier in this match. Their defense has gotten right back together and shut things down for a little while. That said, Deuce is going to come in, have something to say about that as he gets a couple kills. He's going to be completely swarmed though. 2P jumping back. He's going to have 3 blue shooting him. Ooh, Dan pushing up. He does get to that lift. This could be trouble for blues. He's going to jump right back down to mid. Oh, his cover, we didn't know where he was going to go. They're not able to get up there. D-Mitch with a nice move, dropping right back down for that return. Looked like the cover for red was a little bit out of position there. They weren't quite sure where the runner was going to go. And that allowed the defense to get right back on top of him and get that return. But we are seeing some flag movement already. Another grabber inside blue base. Give you a look at the scoreboard as we got a bit of a lull here, and right now 1-0 Complexity. There's plenty of time, just about a little bit less than halfway through this map, but Extinction has been all over their flag, and Complexity hasn't really had much going on, at least as far as their attacking going. Oh, there's another grab, and he's got 2 cover on his side. He's going to leave out the side route. Deucic going to take the slower but more out of the way path. Oh, gets cut off by Promises. Perfect position there. Shoots him, doesn't even see him. And that's going to be a big key here for the rest of this map, is keeping track of the flag carrier. It's so hard, or it's so easy to lose track of a flag carrier in this map whenever your defense gets ahead. And I'm surprised we haven't seen any attackers taking the high route yet. You don't necessarily have to take the pipes across, but just by going up top there, you can definitely throw off the time of the defense on those cutoffs. All right, we're gonna watch Deucic is having a pretty good game so far. See him leading Extinction in points, but he's also been key in a bunch of their offensive pushes that we've seen. Dropping in right there, getting 1 kill, trying to get the second one before moving. Just waiting for some cover to come. Nobody gets across. Oh, you see Deucic now trying to clear things. There's the multi-kill. Solid Snake's right behind him with the flag. There's the mega. Oh, it goes down to a spawner, and it can be so tricky. That point of the map right there is probably the easiest one to respawn and shoot at, because there's so many spawns that are virtually facing it. We do have the red flag inside the red base. Excuse me, inside the blue bases. They're going to be jumping in. They're up top here. They've got some cover. Looks like red is completely underneath. They're going to have one more shot at him. They go down, and blue ties it back up. So Complexity able to fall back. And really some nice cover. They're able to take out the red attackers as they were ready for them and just got cleared out. Sorry about that. It looked like my power actually dropped for a second there. I think it looks like I'm still alive though, so let me know if you guys, if anything looks or sounds weird. Meanwhile, we're back at it. We did catch that tying cap. And now we've got that red flag moving again. So complexity with the offensive push all of a sudden. So it looked like Extinction was in control of this map. Complexity, though, not giving up. Getting that flag moving. He's going to go down again. Blue flag moving now, coming back up. Looks like high into their base. Yeah, he's going to be high in their base. Jumping in Solid Snake, completely juking the defenders. And he's going to answer that cap right back. So just like that, Extinction back on top. What we're seeing from these teams, though, is both of their flag carriers favoring to come back in the high ramp. So what happens is you come in this ramp, it's a lot slower to get back to your flag, but you're more likely to respawn and pick it to be in a position to be able to pick it right back up if they do take you out. So it's very protected, but it's much slower. You can get to your flag stand quicker by going straight up the middle, but that does rely on your teammates to take out the attacking team coming back. Well, I appreciate it, Mikey. If you guys want, I can start doing ASMR videos. But every ASMR stream that I've seen has been a half-naked girl with big boobs, and I can only pull off one of those three things. Who haven't we watched for a minute? We haven't watched Solid Snake for a bit. Let's go on board with him. So we saw that quick answer as Complexity tied that game back up, and basically just a minute or so later, Extinction pulling another flag right back across. Call that a rebound cap, and really kind of a big move. Able to keep that lead as we're getting under 7 minutes to go now. And this is tournament match, so keep in mind, if Extinction wins this map, they do win the entire cup. Complexity hanging in there, though. We might switch over and take a look at their offense soon. Cat ASMR. I'm afraid to Google that. Ooh, Solid Snake's got some cover. They're out the right side. From what we've seen, they like to go right up this route, and if they can get really behind him, he's got a chance for a pickup. Does Dusek, he goes down. They were 1 or 2 kills away there, because what we've seen is they like to take that route, and if they can get past this halfway point cutoff, they would have a chance to get up into their base with some cover, and that's where we've seen all of the caps so far happen. Extinction once again all over Complexity base. They're going to get this moving, maybe take that same route. Looks like they've kind of got some an idea of what they want to do here as far as their route goes. We'll see if that can help them solidify their cover. We've seen a couple issues with both teams this map where they weren't really sure where the flag carrier was going, and allowed some timely returns. Dusek though on another killing spree. Running as fast as he can, just diving right out there. If he can get past this point, that one kill gives a huge opportunity here. Oh, D Mitch with the fallback, but they're able to get this pickup as Solid Snake, and they're up top, and this may be trouble for Blue. This could be the ceiling cap for the tournament, as they're going to dive straight. Oh, he goes down. Oh, luckily for Red, doesn't drop that flag. His teammate actually bumps into him. He's underneath. This is going to give Blue a chance to get back up and get a couple more shots. Oh, the cover clears him out. Great seal move there. And they're able to go up 3-1 with that base seal. Under 5 minutes to go, and the pressure's really going to be in Complexity now. Extinction in great position to finish off this cup win. Don, that's what those numbers up top should be showing you. Yeah, 2-1. Extinction's got 2 map wins. Complexity's got 1. So if Extinction wins this one, they will be your champions. So yeah, I mean, all the action the last few minutes has been inside Complexity base, but this is the flag right here. This extinction flag needs to get moving if you want to see any change in status here, because right now, with under 4 minutes to go, Extinction can pretty much just run this one out. And you see them completely out-fragging Complexity. Makes it so hard, especially in Instagib. But we have seen some caps here, and Complexity now with the chance. They need to get one more cover kill. Damn, oh, Damn and Impure both been so solid on defense. They do go down. Complexity's got some cover. They've got a chance here. They've got to cross this. They have cover and pickups waiting to go. Impure, oh, with the last second, the last man in between them. And that could be the one that seals it. As we're looking at just about 3 minutes to go. You saw Impure with the mega kill there. Huge play by Impure there. We'll watch ID42 make this run. With time running out, it is this red flag that we really want to keep an eye on. You know, my cat actually reminds me, I need to remake my 6-month sub emote or sub badge for chat is actually going to be changing soon. No one's gotten one yet because I haven't been an affiliate for that long. It used to be Meowsy Dung, the Andy Warhol, painting version of him. I think I'm going to change it because we got him. He broke out of his collar recently, so we gave him a pink bow tie collar. So I think I may work off of that one. Ooh, great shots coming in. Solid Snake. Dropping that blue flag, that leaves Promises with an opportunity to get out into mid. Oh, the cutoff right there. Not giving him anywhere to go. So Extinction still remaining aggressive, putting pressure on Complexity's defense, making sure they can't just run all offense. You see we're down to under 2 minutes to go. And Complexity now running out of chances. They do have one here, though. Soulja and Promises going up that right side. This is what everyone's been favoring. They got D-Mitch and cover, so they're in a good position. If they get through this corner, okay, they may have a flag standoff situation now. Soulja and Rolly, they've got their defense covering them. Now the question is, where is the blue flag? Is the blue flag even running back to their base? Let's go try to catch up with it. See D-Mitch on return now trying to catch it. Red flag gets dropped and picked back up. There's nobody inside red base. You wonder where their flag carrier is. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, Rolly, you see up top there. That's going to be a key flag run. Oh, he's got two people jumping up on top of him. He needs to run away. Needs some cover right now. He can't drop this flag if they want any chance of coming back in this one. He's got people all over him. It's Extinction running heavy return. Oh, up gets stuck on the lift. He's going to go down. That flag's going to get returned. Oh, Solid Snake, you see him right now. He was in the top of his base, ready to cap, going up 4-1. That's going to seal it with 35 seconds left to go. 30 seconds left. So 4-1. Looks like this is going to be your final score, and Extinction going to go win this final 3 maps to 1. Shock's asking, it sounds like we've got another map coming up for the 3rd place match. So we'll jump into that one for just to finish off the, put a bow tie on this tournament, if you will.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, and good games all around. Extinction coming out on top. Complexity almost coming back. A nice answer, though, from Extinction when it went 1-1, making it 2-1, and then really just opening things up from there. All right, sounds like this other match is going on right now. If someone can hit me up with the IP, or maybe I can just find it in the browser. It's not like there's a ton going on right now. Bear with me 1 second. I'll be back in a few seconds. Just gonna see if I can remember. Oh no, I need to get the password. So All right, I'm joining in the server right now. Give me one moment, y'all. There we go.
Prepare for battle.
So it looks like we just saw a 7-3 game ending for OD, and I believe we're going back into map 5 now. So another close match going on here. So it looks like they're voting this next map. So yeah, just to catch everyone up, you just saw Extinction winning that UT2K4 Instagib Cup. Let me see what I can do. I'm not actually sure why. Yeah, let me get back out of here. I'm not actually sure. I knew this. Let me see. Sometimes UT 2004 in particular has trouble with streaming. Well, let me exit the game. I'll rejoin it real quick. They're looking to get that next game up and running still anyway. There we go. Looks like we're back in it. Kind of funny there. All right, so Instagib CTF. And they are going in here. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, UT2K4 does not cast properly full screen. DirectX games in general have major issues with OBS, so gotta do it this way. It's a little goofy, but it works. What's up, Dieter? Yeah, some of the folks from that last match you just watched coming in to hang out now. Windowless full screen does not exist for UT2K4. Oh, you mean to set? Well, so here's the thing. If you set the res like that, it still gives you the thing up top. Like this is actually 1920 by 1079, but there's still like 20 pixels of stripe up top, the Windows thing. I actually used to have a separate INI and launcher specifically for casting 2K4. And I wish you could do that in UT4. Thank you, Toxic Shade. I actually don't know. So, Shox, can you give me the names of these teams that we're about to see? I see OD and I see RE. 250 frames a second wouldn't do us any good since I'm streaming at 60. I think it's probably going to be like
10, 9, 8, 7,
I mean, it's probably going to be
6,
capped at 120 because that was how fast my monitor was back whenever I played this game. Let's check the brackets. The brackets have the team names.
prepare for
They don't. Well, let's see what we got here. We're going to have OD, looks like blue, RE red. Okay. We'll just start with this. Yeah, I just got a 144 hertz monitor for the first time last Black Friday. Using anything less than 120 hertz to me just absolutely hurts my brain at this point. So does someone, can anyone give me the actual names of these teams? I'm looking at the brackets right now, and it just says RE and OD. So I don't really have anything else to go by. If that's fine, if we're good with that, that's cool. I guess I can center it a little bit better. The name, some of these names in this game do sound familiar to me. That said, you know, some of them aren't exactly the most obscure names either, right? Oh, gotcha, Shock. Sorry, I had the thing up, overdosed. Okay, I can do that. This is easy enough to copy pasta. And I'll have to manually recenter because we are a bucket full of jank here today. Yes, Mikey, this appears to be game match 5 or map 5. So this will be your defining map for the third place. Oh, okay. What's up, Promises? What is that? I gotta ask about that Twitch name. Remilia Scarlet? Is that from a book or something? So I always ask people about their internet names. Sometimes there's interesting stories, and sometimes it's like, I don't know, I looked at an eraser on my desk and called myself Eraser. I don't know. Sometimes the absence of an interesting story is just as interesting. Ooh. I'm not sure. It looks like they voted this map, so I mean, I guess Drunklet Pro is gonna be. Oh, never mind. We're gonna see. Ooh, a new map. Ooh, new and shiny. I actually have never played this map, so.
Prepare for battle.
Fancy texture work. I like it. Fancy particle effects. Man, y'all are getting nutty in the modern times. Very Moorish kind of look here. Something maybe some Spanish architecture, perhaps. Babylonian, I guess I could see that. I'm no architecture major or anything. Is this a door? Okay, so some interesting movement options. Okay. Ooh, even some water. You know, actually some people would probably be into that, if we're being real. I can't tell you how many times back in the day when I was looking through dating profiles, someone would be like, you know, I only like beardos or must have a beard. Everyone's really into that these days, so. Oh, looks like we had all the players in the server. And it teamed up properly, so. Off to a good start. I gotta say, I'm not gonna be able to drop a whole lot of map knowledge on this one though, as this is a completely new map to me. Looks really interesting though. The crazy swirly jump pads though, I'm really digging. If whoever designed this map wants to design a jump pad for my house, that would be great. All right, here we go. We are live. Game 5 now. This will be your tiebreaker map for the third place of this Instagib Capture the Flag tournament. You see the teams Overdose versus Redefined. We're going to jump into Redefined's base right now, see what their defensive makeup's going to be. Pretty wide base here with multiple entrances going to mid. It looks like they're happy to put one person on each side, let them play pretty far back into the flag room. We do see some of the blue attackers coming in high, so interesting to see if they can get an angle there, but he does go down before he even gets a chance to touch it. It looks like we're going to see Sander over here. He's going to be on that right side defense. Looks like he's got kind of a route that he likes to run. Over on the left side, looks like we've got NGL. I'm not sure if that's short for something like Nigel, but there you have it. They're going to drop back, clear that base out. One more's up top. Not going to have a lot to work with there. There's 3 people just mowing you down. We're going to cross the map now and take a look. Here you go on blue base. Looks like pretty similar situation. They've got Nina on D in that high right area. Also watching that left side. Not a lot of really long hallways that you can shoot down. So the defenders are going to have to stay kind of close to the flag on this map compared to some of the other ones we've seen. You can't really abandon it too far or abandon it and go too far, or you know, someone could steal it from behind you and you could lose track of them very easily in a complex base like this. So quick grabs here. We're seeing things get grabbed and then going down quickly. It looks like you can't really. Oof. You can't really shake the defense so easily whenever there's just so many around. There's a lot of respawns back in base, it seems like. So right now, both teams kind of feeling out the other one. This is their 5th map, so they are pretty familiar. Take a look at mid now. Not a lot happening as far as offenses turn around and shoot each other. They're mostly crossing mid. It looks like they have some defensive coverage up high here, trying to shoot people as they're coming into the base. So it'll be interesting to see now. I'm gonna try to see what Sewell's doing. Looks like he's basically playing defense here. So we're seeing a lot of killing happening, just trying to get across mid. Of course, Sewell right now playing an absolutely just destructive role, just covering through that mid. It doesn't look like he's really got anyone opposing him. Pretty much getting free reign to just shoot across mid like that. All right, well, we've seen the view for both teams' bases. Let's try to go on board with an attacker and see, because this is kind of a complex map, so it does make it a little bit trickier to organize your attacks. Let's see what Ricicles is seeing going in that right side. Just trying to get across mid's going to be tricky. Sewell does go down for his trouble guarding that top area. Might open things up just a little bit, as we've seen so many. Yeah, you see Ricicles knows he's there now. Having to get 2 kills just to get inside the base. Another gets a double kill and still goes down. Ah, so you heard that sound. That's going to be that door. And Sewell was listening for that door, hearing it go off underneath him. And that's how he was known to turn around and look for an attacker. Okay, so right now, Red got a couple of people inside blue base. Let's see what they decide to do. They send one person up high to try to take out some defenders, and 3 of them back on the stand. Not a bad idea there, though. Going in sort of perpendicular, basically having crossfire so the defenders can't just shoot them down a hallway. Doesn't get anything going, but looks like redefined. Able to get into their base a little bit more now, just not able to get anything going with that flag actually moving. All it takes is a couple kills, though. That's the whole thing with Instagib. Oh, as we see the brutal fallback, 3 people just waiting for him to grab that flag. Oh, the second defender, you always get that one kill. The second one never fails. So blue flag, we've seen the blue flag moving a little bit. Redefined has been getting that going, but they really having a tough time organizing together. We'll hop on board with Robot. Yeah, some people commenting on the map size. It is a big, complex map. I mean, it's the kind of map where you only get so many chances to grab the flag, right? Like, you pretty much can count, okay, if it takes me a minute to get across the map, which doesn't quite, but you know, you're only going to get so many chances inside enemy base, and so you kind of got to make them count. And this is one of those maps where you need to sync up with your teammates, and we haven't really seen that work yet, and that's why the defenders coming in, and you hear them just hearing that door open. It's kind of a gimme. Every time they walk through that side, they're taking a shot right to the face by a waiting defender. Oh, wow. Jumping in that base is red all over it. So both teams just really playing very defensively, waiting to see if they can sneak someone through. We're almost halfway through this map though, so it may end up becoming a sudden death situation where whoever can pull across just one cap could take this one. Okay, so Ricicles does have that flag in his hands. Hassel with the pickup. Oh man, 2 in a row going down. Couldn't even get to him. That may disrupt their defense though. Let's see if that opens things up and maybe get some flags moving again. Oh, blue flag moving again. So blue flag now. Really the only one that we've seen moving. Let's go take an eye or get some eyes on it and see what it looks like inside that base. We've seen the red attack has just been kind of non-stop. They just haven't had much effectiveness getting this flag out of the base. And you see, you basically got that left side defender waiting to listen for that door, and you got the right side defender peeking down those hallways. It's gonna be so hard for them to get anything moving. What I haven't seen a lot of is, oh, we actually might be seeing it right now. I haven't seen a whole lot of attackers for red coming in the long way. Maybe trying to grab from behind, taking the jump pad. Oh, here we go. Ricicles, oh, once again grabbing that flag. Ricicles really been the only one on either team getting this flag moving consistently.
Red flag draw, red flag return.
If any of you want to learn something new today, Google great tits. You can use safe search on or off. It doesn't matter. It's going to give you the same thing. Oh, a gutsy grab there. He's got 2 people to cover. If blue can clear out the base, they might be all right. But right now, they still got somebody alive. Oh, Hazel had that flag going out up top. Not a bad idea. He saw all the defenders drop down to get that last kill. You might even think about now something like a cherry pick where someone grabs the flag, dives off one way, like maybe behind, waits for the cherry pick, and then you go the opposite direction. Because right now, they're just having trouble getting out of this room. I feel like once the attackers can get out of base, they'll be in good shape. We do have red flag moving. Let's see if we can catch up to that. It's going to be returned immediately, just like we're seeing from both sides. Flags are getting grabbed frequently enough, just not going anywhere as these teams are able to swarm all over. Just get that instant kill. And that's the thing, is a bigger map like this is a little bit easier to defend because you don't have that non-stop deluge of attackers. You're really only looking at an attacker every few seconds. We did hear a red. Ooh, we heard a red player in base. Blue may have swept around to clean him out. So Ricicles has had a couple good grabs. Let's see if we can go on board with him. It's almost like a stealth game, trying to get in for a good angle to get a grab on this map because the base is so complex. They can just hit you all over the place. You just see him trying to be quiet. So Ricicle's here actually trying to be stealthy. You see him just hiding, maybe waiting for some teammates to come in and give him some cover. Maybe a little distraction for the defense just to let him grab and run. Grabs that flag. Oh, and just 3 defenders waiting to swarm him. I know what he was thinking. He saw his flag taken and thought, okay, that means some of the attackers from blue are at least in our base. I've got a chance here. And as soon as he grabs that flag, they're just 3 defenders just waiting on him. So they're going to need to get 3 people into that base. Someone needs to distract while they have someone grab. I like the idea by Ricicles there. That's the cleanest grab he's been able to get, is by taking that jump pad. Right now, just nothing really threatening for either side. Give you a look at the scoreboard in the meantime so you can kind of get an idea. No real scores jumping out. I mean, you know, one side isn't massively out-fragging the other or anything. Blue flag was taken. Let's see if we can catch up to it. Oh, gonna go down. He saw the return there by 1. And blue flag returned yet again. We do see Ricicle's grabbing that flag. He gets 1 kill. He's going to be out high. He jumps down to the left. He's got a double kill. Oh, just 2 more defenders waiting for him. And right now, Redefined just having a hard time setting up any kind of coverage, just waiting to, you know, in front of the flag runners. Let's switch over. Let's see what it looks like from Overdose perspective. They've got Robot on the attack here. Oh, just similar view from both bases, really. Just so many angles for the defenders to pop out. We do have both flags moving, though, for the first time in a while. Let's see if we can get out to mid and see if any of them can even get there. So it looks like Red able to sneak that one across, finally breaking this stalemate. Flag's gonna go down. Let's see if that opens things up. Maybe there's a rebound cap. We do see the blue flag moving. Red's gonna be pushing up, and if they can get this flag out to mid, they could rebound with blue out of position after covering that kill. So interesting. Ricicles was able to cap that one again. I don't know if was that a cherry pick? I actually didn't see him. It looked like he might have been waiting on that flag stand. We've got blue flag moving again. Let's try to find it this time. There he goes. Out, hop, top, left. He's going to be back inside his base, and one more kill. And once again, Redefined may have blown the lid off this one with 3 caps, one after another. And once blue's defense got out of position, things just opened up. Surprised to see blue team not all just suiciding back to their base to clear it out, as all of a sudden this is a completely different match than we saw a couple of minutes ago. So we'll give you a quick look at the scoreboard as we see Ricicles grabbing again. And really, so far, the pressure on the flag has all been in the blue flag room. I mean, that's pretty much, Ricicles grabbing the flag has pretty much been the only action we've seen this game. So not surprising to see them pull one across, but really to get 3 in a row like that was very unexpected. And with just about 3 minutes to go, that may be the one. I mean, that may be sealing it right there. I'm not sure Overdose has the capacity to play any defense anymore and really have a chance to tie this one up. I feel like they need to go at least 4 offense. At least that's what I'd be doing right now with 2 minutes to go, down by 3. That's going to give Ricicles a chance to take it back. And blue's still swarming their flag. So you still got Nina on the right side playing defense. Looks like Sul maybe pushing up a little bit further. So we may see some action in the red base now. And blue flag moving again. Let's see if we can find the flag carrier here. There we see Hazel with it this time. He's going to be out. Oh, just about turning that corner, but a nice shot in return there by Robot. So let's go take a look at red base, because I mean, up 3-0. This is really the flag that matters now. If Overdose can't get this flag moving soon, they're going to be out of chances. They do have a little bit of a push up top there. The Redefine cleans them up. And just nothing even really happening in their flag room. So, I mean, take a look and you see a little bit of action going on, but I just don't think Overdosed, with a minute and a half left, I don't think there's enough time for them to run across the map. We saw just how quickly Redefine was able to score, but that was perfect situation for them. So one last push there. We're down to under a minute to go. Redefine looks like they're going to take this one and take third place in this cup, as they just completely wipe out wave after wave of Overdose, finally coming in, getting some pressure on that flag, but I think it's just too little too late. And blue flag runner going out top right. They're going to have a chance to get things moving, but they sort of have to choose now. They want to cover, but they need to send someone back to the flag stand to grab again. They're in their base. They should have a chance to cap this one. They're going to be on the stand. Oh, killed it at the last second. There's a denial. Do cap it, but that just bought a couple more seconds for red. And that flag's going to be moving. Rascals goes down. So 3-1 as we count this one down. 10 seconds to go. Redefine's going to be dancing around their flag and taking third place in this cup.